It's Divisional Weekend in the NFL, and if you're betting this weekend, I've got 4 player props you need to see. Welcome back. Divisional Round weekend is here. 4 games, tighter rotations, and far fewer places for mistakes to hide. That's when player props get interesting because usage sharpens and lines don't always keep up. So for this show, we're keeping it simple. 1 prop from each game, built on role, volume, and game script, not vibes. Some vibes. Let's get into it. Game 1, the Buffalo Bills at the Denver Broncos. Let's start with the first game of the Divisional Weekend, Buffalo on the road in Denver. Josh Allen has basically dragged this Bills team into the Divisional Round, and even though we've still got that early Broncos Super Bowl ticket alive, this one just feels like a Buffalo game. If it turns into a shootout, I don't think Denver can go score for score with Allen for all 4 quarters. So instead of forcing a side, we go straight to the player prop that fits the game script. Dalton Kincaid over 34.5 receiving yards. That line is just too low for the role he plays in this offense. Across his 12 games this season, Kincaid is averaging 47.6 receiving yards, so we're getting more than a 10-yard discount on his normal output. And this is the key part. The Broncos are good against the pass overall, but they're not good against tight ends. They've given up over 1,000 receiving yards to tight ends this season. Zach Ertz went for 106 yards in 1 game. Travis Kelce went for 127 yards across 2 games. So the structure of this defense invites exactly the kind of routes Kincaid runs. At 34.5 yards, we don't need a big game. We just need him to be who he already is. Dalton Kincaid over 34.5 yards at 10-11. Game 2, the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. Next up we go to Seattle, and this one is all about opportunity created by injury. The 49ers took a massive hit last week when George Kittle went down early, and he's now out for the rest of the season. That's a huge loss, but it also creates a very clear vacuum in the passing game, and the player who steps into that role is Jake Tonges. He's only started as the number 1 tight end twice this season with Brock Purdy under centre. But in those 2 games he went for 58 yards and 60 yards off a combined 14 targets and 10 receptions. That's elite usage. This week the line is just 31.5 receiving yards. So we're getting a number that's basically half of what he's already produced in this exact role. Jake Tonges over 31.5 receiving yards at 10-11. Game 3, the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. Now we go to Foxborough. Patriots fans couldn't have imagined the year they've had, and especially the year Drake Maye has had. In just his 2nd full season, he already looks like a quarterback this franchise can build around. But this week, he runs into the best defense in football. The Houston Texans have built this season on defense, and last week they shut out the Steelers in the second half on the road. That makes this a grind for New England on the ground, which means the ball ends up in Maye's hands. Drake Maye over 227.5 passing yards. It's a line he's only failed to clear twice in his last 11 games, and when the Patriots are chasing or can't establish the run, his volume spikes. He might already have the best deep ball in football, and against the defense that squeezes the run, the Patriots are going to have to take shots. We don't need them to win, we just need Maye to throw. Drake Maye over 227.5 passing yards at 10-11. Game 4, the Los Angeles Rams at the Chicago Bears. And finally we go to Chicago. The Rams were heavy favourites last week and only just got past the Panthers, and they'll know anything less than their best ends their season here against a Bears team flying into this round. That brings us to Tyler Higbee. He missed 7 games this season, but when he's fit, he's a vital part of Matthew Stafford's passing game. With Davante Adams and Puka Nacua on the outside, tight ends are where defences get punished. Since returning from injury, Higbee has gone for over 100 receiving yards across his last 2 games, yet his line is just 23.5 yards. That's far too low. Tyler Higbee over 23.5 receiving yards at 10 to 11. So that's the divisional round. 4 games, 4 different scripts, 1 common theme, mispriced volume. If you want to roll them up, the 4-player parlay comes out at 12 to 1. Singles or the 4-leg, this card is built on usage, not hope. Maybe a little bit hope. Before we wrap things up, I want to introduce a market I tested quietly last week and found genuinely interesting. This is a longest play angle, longest reception, or longest rush. And just for context, if it wasn't for the George Kittle injury, we'd have been sitting north of £450 profit last week, as you can see on this screen. This week we're doing it properly. 1 pick from each game, 4 games, 4 players. We're not betting volume, we're not betting efficiency, we're betting on 1 moment. RJ Harvey, over 12.5, longest rush. Harvey is the running back 1, so opportunity is locked in. Buffalo have been one of the weakest run defences in the league, giving up chunk runs through missed hits and poor angles. We don't care how many carries he gets, just 1 run to break. Zach Charbonnet over 7.5, longest reception. His passing game usage is trending up. 9 catches on 9 targets over the last 3 games. 1 screen or check down with space clears this instantly. Jalen Noel over 7.5, longest reception. With Nico Collins out, Noel sees more snaps. Even 3 or 4 targets is enough. 1 catch wins. Terrence Ferguson over 0.5, longest reception at 21 to 20. Full participant in practice, involved in a tight end rotation we've profited from all season. 1 catch lands it for the big man. If you roll those 4 up, the longest pay parlay comes in at around 12 to 1. High variance, high upside, completely separate from the main card. And that's your divisional round. As always, good luck with your bets, and remember, only bet what you can afford. We'll see you back next week for the championship weekend. Good luck.